Hi guys, welcome to the channel. My name is Niladri Mukherjee and I'm a regulated Canadian immigration consultant. I practice here in Guelph, Ontario. The million-dollar question is, how can I convert my visitor visa into a work permit? And I have been asked this question maybe 1000 times. Still, I decided not to make a video on this topic because this do not work. But today, after the CRS came out to be 557, I'm sure a lot of you are thinking to come to Canada as a visitor and then converting the visitor visa into a work permit. Hence, I thought it's high time that I should break this myth. I am a highly believer of the fact that you should have a Canadian visitor visa. You must have a Canadian visitor visa, even if even if your long-term dream is to apply for your PR, or even if you have an express entry profile, even if you have a provincial nominee thing going on, you should still have a Canadian visitor visa, and there are multiple reasons behind that. Now, coming here as a visitor and applying for a job, first of all, you should understand this is highly legal. There is nothing illegal in it. You're not breaking the law, right? So you could still come here as a visitor and try to look for employment. What is illegal is to work without a work permit. Work as a visitor, you're not doing that. You're just searching for employers, which is very much a legal thing. Now, even if you get a job offer, right, it is not impossible these days. 6 months back, I would say do not try that, go for something else. But at this point in time, keeping the very high number of vacancies, like employment vacancies is mine literally all over Canada, literally across the positions, I came to believe that this is very much a possibility. And keeping in mind the number of consultations I have with my clients almost every single day, a lot of you are getting job offer that are doing the things in a correct manner, those that are in Canada, right? So coming here on a visitor visa and getting a job offer is not really an impossible thing to do. It's difficult, not impossible. Now the crux comes that majority of you think that once I get a job offer, I could just go to a Canadian port of entry or a Canadian border, and then the visa officer are just going to change my visitor visa into a work permit. This is a myth. Things do not work like that. It used to happen not like this, in a different way pre-COVID era, through a process called flag pulling. If you do not know what a flag pulling is, and that is that you have to leave Canadian border, you have to make a U-turn from the US border and have to come back Canada, and then the officer gives you a work permit at the port of entry. Things do not happen like that post-pandemic era. First and foremost, you have to understand is that the officers that are sitting in the port of entry, all the CBSA officers, are not impaneled, are not really empowered, are not really equipped enough to have your work permit application done at the port of entry. They're not meant for that, right? So there are levels in CBSA. The officers that you meet at the port of entry are not meant for that. They may send you to a second degree officer, and the officer may not be very happy doing that because that's not his regular part of work. And most importantly, these days they are not simply allowing the flag pulling thing. So you cannot really cross the Canadian border to America and then come back and get your work permit. They will scold you, they will send you back. I have seen many cases where I got calls from the border, sir, please help me, and I cannot help you. It does not work like that. Then why am I saying that you could come to Canada, search for a job offer, and get a job offer? Well, if you get a job offer, you do not have to convert your visitor visa into a work permit. You could very well go back. Either the employer can apply for your LMIA, or you could be a part of any of the PNPs, or if you are in the Atlantic Canada, if you got a job from, for example, Nova Scotia, you could very well be a part of Atlantic Immigration Program. So have your ECA sorted, have your IELTS or TEF or the CELPIP thing sorted. So have your language test result ready, have your educational assessment ready, and then try to reach out to the employees. Once you get a job offer, then reach out to some professional to see what is the best way to utilize the job offer. My general suggestion is, even if you get a job offer, leave Canada. Leave Canada within a specified period of your visitor visa. Do not apply for visitor visa extension. Do not even think of converting the visitor visa into a work permit, because then your work permit will be rejected, 99.9% possibility. Go back to your home country and apply as an outland candidate. And if your employer is a genuine employer, and if the employer is ready to sponsor you, or so-called sponsoring, or want to apply for LMIA on behalf of you, if the application is being done properly, things get approved, and approved much sooner than you actually expect. So conversion of a visitor visa into a work permit may be a pre-COVID thing. Very few cases were approved that ways. Majority were rejected even then. These days, it is almost an impossibility. Do not think like that. Even if you get a job offer, which in my opinion is a possibility these days, you have to look for options to have that job offer apply for your either work permit, LMIA, could be non-LMIA, or permanent residency. Depends on where you are, depends on your profile. If you need professional assistance, drop in a line, contact at novonation.ca. Shall be glad to help. Thank you, and I will see you in the next one, guys. Bye now. Cheers.